Time, everybody. Text to speech. How could you? How could you not say the full thing? I think text to speech hates me. I don't even need to say it out loud, we all know that's true. Hello everyone, it's Fox time. How are we all doing this evening? We all doing good. I hope y'all got some water, some snacks as well because this is probably going to be a long one. Today's the day. Today is the day that I grind. Until I lose my mind. That was a very unintentional rhyme, but I'm glad I made it. Hello, nobody. Hello. Hello. Did everyone have a good weekend? You guys want to know how I spent my weekend? I spent my weekend building a Lego fighter jet. Well, it's not actually Lego. It's like some kind of knockoff brand, but it was Top Gun. And that's the important part. It's the F-14A Tomcat. Oh, hello, Andre. Welcome. Okay, text to speech. Sure, whatever. This one's going to be your sleeping aid for tonight. Happy to help. Question mark. Not sure how you would use me as a sleeping aid, but whatever. Different things make people fall asleep. So that's what I did this weekend. Okay. To be fair. Oh, that's weak. I was confused for a moment. I was like, what are you talking about? What's this about a rocket? I'm talking about fighter jets. No, to be fair, I started working on it last night. It took 3 hours. Just to be halfway done. Alright, this is where I'm going to complain about a Lego set for a minute. Yeah, because I need to give everyone time to flood in. Okay. I'm sure everyone here has built a Lego set before, and if you haven't, go do it, then come back. So, I do have photos, but I did not upload them to my PC. So typically in Lego sets, they give you a variety of different colored pieces. I can only assume the reason why they do that is so that when you're building the set, things don't look the same, you know. Like if you need a 2x2 piece. They might make it like brown or something so you can easily find it. Like if there's a limited number of those pieces. Majority of the pieces in this set were gray. I cannot begin to explain how much of a nightmare that was. Like genuinely. It was so hard to find some pieces sometimes. Because All of them are gray. They all look the same. And it will ask me to like find a specific like rounded piece. But don't get it confused with the slanted piece or the other rounded piece. And it's like, okay, cool. I can't find it. Everything is gray. The first part of building. That set was just a nightmare. The second part was easier. The second part had a lot more, defined shapes. Katana, a lot more of those had a bit more color variety. And some of the pieces have decals too. So it was just easier to figure out what's what. But my God. My eyes suffered so much last night. It didn't stop there because as I was building it this morning, I screwed up one part of it. It was supposed to be like layer the flat pieces on top of this bottom layer. But make sure that you shift down the top layer by like one thing. That way it looks like the top of the layer is kind of like sticking out a bit. Right. I did not look at it correctly. And I accidentally put two like triangle pieces on top of each other perfectly. And then when I look at the instructions, because I was like, wait, this doesn't feel right. That's of course, because it wasn't right. They got worse. Applied to separate the two parts right. It just wouldn't budge it. It would not come apart. And mind you, this set did not come with a parts separator. So I was trying. Or like, I don't know how long, to be honest. Like first I was trying with my hands. Of course that doesn't work. Tried with my nails, that didn't work. I tried using a knife. That also didn't work. I was at a complete loss with what to do. But at that point I was just like, screw it, I'm getting out my model kit tools. And that actually worked. If anyone has built model kits before, you guys know that one of the tools is basically pliers. That was what finally got the two pieces to separate. It was smooth sailing after that. The lesson here is that if you have a Lego set or something similar, you absolutely need some kind of parts separator. That means the set gave you the typical experience of a colorblind person. I don't like that thought, and I'm gonna move on from it. I do like how it came out though. Like I said, it was a Top Gun thing. So I came with little figures of Maverick and Goose. It's based on the first movie, not so much the second movie. So it was an African goose. I said Maverick and Goose. You guys have probably never seen Top Gun. You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's play the video game. Alright, so. Priority number 1. I need to get the farm up and running. I need a lot of resources. In general. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. So I need a ton of resources. Not only to turn in all of these requests, but also his mayonnaise, a resource I wish it was. So hey, Nerve Cat, how's it going? So I need to do all these requests. And I also desperately need to get items to make mega potions. And get items to get healing in general. I already have the farm going. So a good chunk of what we're doing right now, he's going to be farming for resources. Once we're done with that, we will, finally, be able to fight a new monster. And then grind that monster for its equipment. Because I recall its equipment being actually really good. Alright, he's in Area 9. There will be a lot of bullying SpongeBob in the stream. I'm warning you now. Oh wait, hold on. Trust me, that was necessary. That was absolutely necessary. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, well, they can wait. I'm actually curious. How many of you guys, if you've played it on Monster Hunter game before, how many of you guys have played a Monster Hunter before Monster Hunter World? I would honestly assume none of you guys. And that's not me like going haha. You world players. No life. A lot of people actually started. Is Monster Hunter World It's like... It is the Monster Hunter game. That got the most people into the series, right? Yeah. Don't play console games, you prefer real-time strategy. Think of it. Think of it like this. Monster Hunter is technically a real-time strategy. He didn't have a lot of games growing up. Yeah, that's fair. Also, hey Tyron, how's it going? What was I saying like? I do kind of hope these live streams kind of inspire you guys to at least try the old Monster Hunter games, right? He also didn't know what games were out there. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if my streams really show it, but the older Monster Hunter games are genuinely really fun. There they are different compared to World, like I'm not going to. And Wilds as well. They're very different compared to both of those games. The pacing is much the lower. But I do think like they are still absolutely worth playing. Not only, you know, just to see how the old games used to be, but also like seeing like a lot of the charm that the games used to have. Now, it's not to say that the newer games don't have some level charm. But there's honestly a lot of like the more silly things. That the newer games are missing, if that makes sense. Yet we're fighting SpongeBob again. I don't need anything specific from him, I just need resources. I am in desperate need of more resources. Okay, that's SpongeBob down. Yeah, I might as well carve them. Why not? Overall, it looks like it shares aspects with Dark Souls. Hi. Monster Hunter is okay. If we're strictly comparing with Dark Souls 1, Monster Hunter is a lot more complicated. You know. And you know, that's not even bringing up how in the original 2 games, you attacked using the right analog stick. Why does YouTube look so weird now? It looks weird like every 5 years. Don't worry about it. But the weapon movement, or like the weapon move sets, they are simpler. than how they are in Monster Hunter World, for example. But they are also more complicated than Dark Souls weapons. You can use HTML editors to change its theme locally. Oh yeah, I suppose you could. Okay, I think that's everything I need for that. Don't monster weapons have like 14 different moves you can do with each one? Once, say 14, but they all do work very differently from each other. I need funky pheromones. Yet Sword and Shield in the older games feels like Dark Souls. I can agree with that. Do I really want to report this now? Yeah, I probably should. Any boost to the farm is a good boost. Okay, can I have a Raytheon up here? She is worth the most points at this point in the game. So think of it like this, okay? Yeah, in Dark Souls. Let's compare it to Sword and Shield. So the closest thing to Sword and Shield in Dark Souls would be a straight sword. They're the one that the warrior class starts out with. And trying to think. Some kind of shield, whatever you want. In Dark Souls, you basically only do the same 3 slashes with your light attack. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the heavy attack is only like 1 or 2 different swings, if anything. And mind you, that's not accounting for being able to two-hand it. So with that said, Sword and Shield, you basically have two different combos that you can mix together. You have your triangle combo. And then you have your circle combo. The circle combo is typically better and stronger. Now if you press triangle while you're moving, and the weapon is sheathed, you'll do a jumping slash, which you can also do when you press triangle and circle together. Now, like I said, you can mix up the combos. The combo I typically do is triangle, triangle, circle, circle, circle. That's like your bread and butter combo. Now when you're guarding, you can actually use items. So press square while you're guarding. And you'll still have the weapon drawn. Press circle while you're guarding. Or triangle. And that leads into guard slash. And your triangle combo. So already there's a lot more going on than using a straight sword and a shield in Dark Souls. Almost done with your Sailor Moon marathon. Nice. I have yet to watch Sailor Moon, anything really. So all of that is to say, while I do get the comparison, it is for the most part incorrect. And this is just Thorn and Shield. This is like the easy weapon. It is like the easy to understand weapon. But also very rewarding if you master it. There are far more complicated weapons in Monster Hunter. For example, the switch axe. Now mind you, sword and shield in recent games it's not as easy to learn. Because in the recent games you have your own bread and butter combo. But you also have your perfect rush. You have your, charged lead. That allows you to fly into the air and slam down with your shield. Oh yeah, I completely forgot if you're pressing the forward when you press circle. You'll instead do a shield bash, which does impact damage. Actually, you're really useful when you're trying to knock out a monster. It's also worth noting that there is no parrying in Monster Hunter. At least until Wilds. But not every weapon can parry. Only a select few can. Another thing is that attacking in Monster Hunter typically doesn't cost stamina. It depends on the weapon and its mechanics. But on average, me swing my sword, bashing the monster with my shield. That doesn't, require any stamina. Darwin does, of course, because it's a video game. Yeah, just normal attacking. Doesn't need it. If that's something text-to-speech said. Yeah, it probably would. But I mean, I guess that's what you call what's happening right now. Sir, you mind? Okay, that's another successful hunt. Maybe. Oh, hello. What do you need, sir? Oh right, I just forget that they gather items. Level increased and valor increased. Level 19, not bad. Okay, where are we at with our resources? Only 600. Sign it's fine, I need to make catalysts. I need a lot of IV and nutrients. How do they make nutrients anyway? I generally just need a lot of resource points. It would be nice if, I don't know, a Rathian would show up. That would make my life so much easier. I need way more honey than that. Let's just go out and gather some. Just keep doing gathering trips. Do you have anything I need? I don't think so. I can get a demon drug from you. Huh. And a max potion that's. Find a decent. I don't think I need any of those. I think next I need the funky pheromones. I'm not going to be able to get those for a while. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on some honey gathering runs. Actually, on that note, I should look at what materials I need to upgrade everything. I need uncanny hides and marrow. Oh. The Shadow Saber. The water weapon is the best it can be right now. And you'd fight Irathalos. I could get the Hydra knife, plus I don't know if I really need that. The Assassin Dagger. So that way I can make an ice weapon in the future. Cafe hare called beehives only exclusively spawn in areas 2 and 3. Not what I said. Text to speech. Do you need something, sir? I don't know what text-to-speech is on about. I don't think anyone does. Yeah, call your stupid minions, why don't you? Does minions even show up here? Sir. Start. Want you to go away. So I can gather some honey. You don't have to kill me and I don't have to kill you. If you would just walk away. Thank you. That was for bothering me. I'll go get rid of him later. Yeah, that's everything I can gather from that hive. Now for this one. I think this is the only other one in the entire zone. Hey, how much is that? UH8 is actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty decent amount. 4. Just going out. And gathering honey completely unprompted. Oh, hello sir. Did you just get here? I might as well get rid of his little minions too. Hang on. Here we got some shiny things here. Can you have the shiny? Game. Give me the shiny. No, I can't. But it'll give me this shiny. But not that one. I'm not allowed to have this shiny. Oh wait. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, yes, shiny has been obtained. And now I am happy. Can I leave this at 14 honey? I can grab some more from the farm. And we should be somewhat decent. Should be able to progress a little bit. Wait, how many potions can I make right now? Oh, I need mushrooms. Well, I can always get those from the farm. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. What matters is that I have mega potions again. Actually, I should check the farm. I think the fields aren't fully operated yet. Yeah, so I might need to. Oh, everyone only has one cycle left. Alright, I should be able to get some mushrooms soon. To offset the amount of potions I'm missing. And of course, I need more rounds of honey. Well, until then. We can fight a new monster. I think regardless of which monster we fight, we'll be able to get Cha-Cha back. So I'm going to go for the armadillo. Hey, Red, how's it going? Huh. Why does it say 23 and 25? Okay, that's weird. I'm not going to question it. Great to see Cha-Cha again. I mean, hopefully I will show up. I don't know Cha-Cha he hasn't been reliable lately. I only have his friend here. Okay, so Armadillo I think is weak to water, right? Let me check actually. Yeah, he is weakest to water. Oh hey, Neon, how's it going? It's been a hot minute since we last seen you, Neon. You've been busy with a lot. Yeah, that's fine. Life really likes to keep us busy. That's for sure. Welcome to the volcano. I'll be honest. I don't really like any of the volcano maps. But out of them all, I dislike this one the least. This one at least has more going on than the volcano. If that makes sense. Spent hours farming Rat Halo's plates here. Oh god, I have to do that eventually, don't I? That's the problem for future me. Present me doesn't have to worry about Rat Halos. Behold. Bill. I don't know, I think we should keep him around. He's getting rid of the local bug population. Oh, I forgot to drink my chocolate milk. So the armadillo is an armadillo. He likes to roll up in a ball and hit you with blunt force trauma. Oh. But more than that, he is stinky. And he will make you stinky as well. You can guard the stink. Actually, no, you can't. You'll get made stinky anyway. Oh yeah, you can also paralyze you. Stinky. In Monster Hunter, they changed that to be more of a fart. I wish I was joking, but that's genuinely what they do. As opposed to this game where it's just like an all-round stink cloud. He's just stinky all around. What? How did you hit me? They even hit me. What I find annoying about the volcano map, because all of them do this. They always have like some patch of the area that you can't walk through, but the monsters absolutely can. Okay. When it comes to what monsters you can hunt between each game, it really depends. The only really consistent monsters are, let me think. The only truly consistent monsters are Rathian and Rathalos. Those two are in every game. And they're the only ones that show up in every game really. Some other monsters have like fairly consistent appearances, like for example Diablo. That's a monster that is pretty consistent. Now granted, it doesn't show up in every game, but does show in a good chunk of them. More than its counterpart, which is supposed to be the more important monster. Even though it only shows up in like 3 of the games. And of course, talking about monoblows. There's something funny about him on emulator. His jump attack is tied to the FPS. So he forced the game to run a higher frame rate. He'll do the attack instantly. Yeah, I have the frame rate set to 30. Now you might be wondering. You stinky. Why would you purposely have a lower frame rate? What kind of gamer are you? Well, it's actually quite simple. This game was not designed to run at 60 frames. And trying to run it at 60 frames, it makes the camera go insane. Like a single tilt of the camera. If this were still running at 60 frames, one make it spin like crazy. It's a lot harder to be accurate. Was the camera movement? Oh, I'm stinky. There we go. Now I smell nice. They don't really change a lot between each game. But usually they get some kind of new attack between each game. Or you know something changes. Alright, that's an armadillo down. They are sometimes monsters are just like the exact same between games. A good example of that actually is the Great Jaggy. Between this game and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, he's pretty much to the exact same. It's usually the, bigger monsters that tend to have some differences. Like for example, Rat Halos in Monster Hunter Wilds. Completely different fight. In comparison to Monster Hunter World. I'd argue he's actually a lot more fun in Wilds. He's back. Welcome back. He saw a giant monster. 100 times bigger than Laggy. 3 times taller than. I mean, it's not really feet. Big enough to gulp the village. Great sea dragon swims deep into the dark cave. In the dark depths of the ocean. Oh, they are friends. Okay, they might not be friends. He's so much more fun in Wilds. Yeah, he really is. I would say he's a lot more fun in Rise as well. Alright, now that we have Cha-Cha back in the party, I now have 2 little dudes that do my every, that follow my every command. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Cha-Cha is here to be a nuisance. Oh, it kept all the dances the way I had them before. Nice. So he's here to be a nuisance. I don't really need tack boost and such on you. I don't really need that, so. Earplugs. I don't necessarily need Cha-Cha to listen to me. And, yeah, I might as well have Weather Breaker line out. Alright, actually maybe I should give him defense boost. Since, like I said, he's here to be a nuisance. There we go. Now he has 106 defense. That's actually kind of terrible. So Cha-Cha, you're going to be the nuisance. Kayamba. You are going to help me locate the monsters. Alright, now that we have. The roles started between everyone. From what I know. You don't really. Oh god. I forgot about this mission. Okay, we got work to do, but we'll worry about that later. This is the grind day. Alright. Not focused on anything else except grinding. Probably next time we play this, we'll actually be able to finish the story of low rank. Because we're actually pretty close to finishing it. Okay. First, I need more honey. More than you could possibly imagine. And then, more hive. And then, mushrooms. I also need to check the hours. Okay, here it is. This gives us attack up and evasion. Now that's not super useful from what I recall. Actually, it's kind of better than what we have. No, it's absolutely better than what we have. Never mind, we absolutely need this. It is a way better. Purely because we can put a decoration into it. What else do we need? That gives attack. Gives the same amount of attack. Don't necessarily need to change it. Actually, the helmet we currently have is better. So, we can leave that. Okay, attack +3. Attack +3. More decorations. This has attack +4. It also allows us to have a decoration. TAC +1. I know that one's bad. That one's not even comparable to what we have. Yeah. Okay, the legs. The legs are the most important part. Because it comes with torso up. Basically what that does is it replicates everything that the torso has. This does also include decorations. It is a genuinely invaluable piece of armor to have. So looking at the chest again. We get defense +2. Now the legs we currently use gives us attack +3. Or I'm sorry. Okay, chest gives us attack. Legs also give us attack right now. So using the legs at this moment is actually a bit of a loss. Unless we get the armadillo chest as well. Since that gives us room for decorations. So armadillo chest. Where? Where is it? So we only get +2 attack. But we can make that +3. And once we do, we can then replicate it with the legs. And that becomes +6. And then from there, we just kind of figure out the math for everything. CS:GO next goal is the chest. It does mean we are going to be beating up the armadillo for a little bit. But that's fine. Anything or more attack. Actually, how many points do I have now? Okay, I already have one decoration. I can probably put in another. Wait. I've had attack small this whole time. Wait, I thought I had. Oh no. Well, okay, make a decoration. Where is it? Okay, I'm not seeing it. It is. Okay, I can make it. I would have panicked so hard if I couldn't. That's actually kind of embarrassing. I genuinely thought I had enough attack points. There we go. Now I have attack medium. For reference, attack medium, if I recall, gives +15 to your raw damage. You can kind of figure it out based on how many points you actually put into the skill. I am also quite weak to fire. That is not good. Am I cute though? Am I? Also, hey Slade, how's it going? Alright, we need to bully more armadillos because we need their part. How far are we into the game? We're technically still in the beginning. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but we are still technically in the beginning of the game. Just hopping in before you get some food. What kind of food? That's the important part. So let me explain. What we're doing now are the single-player quests. which kind of have their own progression system, right? And mind you, doing them does make life easier for us later on. I am using the wrong boots. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters well. Can I upgrade them right now? 10, yes. You don't actually know yet. How could you not know what kind of food you're going to eat? I'm kidding. What was I saying? Right, so the progression in the village is very different compared to multiplayer. Not only because you know you're playing by yourself, but the quests are made with one person in mind. Where's our target? Okay, Area 5. There's also the fact. It requires I explain the structure of Monster Hunter to begin with. So everything you guys have seen so far has been low rank. You think of it like the base difficulty. This is the normal mode of the game. Or well, I guess you could call it easy mode if you want to, but it doesn't matter. Point is, this is the base of the game. Is the base difficulty. I mean everything that we have fought so far. The simplest it can be. The easiest it can be. After we finish low rank, we move on to high rank, where monsters get tougher. And I'm blanking on my words right now because you guys are distracting me. As you get into high rank, you're going to have a harder time, but like you know, you can upgrade your weapons to match the higher difficulty and make new armor sets and what have you. But then after that is G rank. Or Master Rank as it's called now. Inputs distraction. How could you find a thoroughly distracted? So there are 3 major tiers. To each Monster Hunter game, and it's those 3 rankings. That like tells you like the overall difficulty of the quests as you do them. But that said, for the village quests, there is no G rank. It only goes as far as high rank. G rank is in the multiplayer quests and only in those quests. We haven't done any of the multiplayer quests. Because I want to do village stuff. We will touch on wilds in a moment. But anyway. So. You can only do G rank in multiplayer. And that's where the actual game progression is. The village is more just here to make you get used to the game. And give you a little bit of a head start. Before you start doing multiplayer. There's also a lot of useful things in the village. That you pretty much want to do the village anyway. Oh, my map is gone. Okay, I don't really need it. But where are you going? Why should you go back to Area 5? Learning that the third stretch is only scaled from multiplayer kind of killed your enthusiasm for Generations Ultimate. Yeah, it's not impossible to do the multiplayer plus by yourself. Not what I said in text-to-speech. Is not impossible to do that. But it is harder. Oh crap, no, I don't want to be paralyzed. Okay. Thank you for the health recovery. The very small health recovery. Story. There's story in the village, but that's never been the main thing in Monster Hunter, correct? Wilds has easy rank than Omega. Okay. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty tired of the difficulty conversation with Wilds. Mainly because I feel it's not really one that's necessary. I know that sounds weird to you guys probably, but okay. What I mean by it not really being necessary is duh. The quality is a variable thing. It's too late, tyrant. You already have me going on this. You have only yourself to blame. Yeah, I might as well pick that. Why not? Difficulty is very. It's not something you can really easily quantify. Because everyone has very different experiences. And not everyone only plays the game the same way. or uses the weapons the same ways. Oh, that's because it has been that way. Like every time there's a new generation or a new game in general, you have someone who is unhappy with who thinks that it's been made easier. I do think that is rude to some extent. Like having the stamina system introduced in this game. At least I think it was introduced in this game. Does make fight somewhat easier. Since it's just like, hey, you can, you know. You can get a lot of free damage when the monster is tired. So technically speaking, yeah, that does make it easier. But I'd also argue it just. It gives you a bit more leeway, if that makes sense. And of course, like eventually the monster is going to get tired. It's a living thing too, you know. It can't just angrily charge and breathe fireballs forever. It's eventually going to get tired. So it only makes sense that it's a thing. And it doesn't make sense that it was not a thing in older Monster Hunter. Now granted, not every monster gets tired. I think major big guys don't get tired, ever. Then of course you have mounting. And it was kind of like something you always wanted to do. You like do a lot of damage when you successfully do the mini game for mounting. And all that sort of stuff. So technically speaking, yes, the games do get easier as they introduce new systems, new mechanics. But also like, they just get better at making the monsters. Like if you guys have fought Old World's Alan, for example. For anyone who doesn't know who Alan is the elemental dragon that, you know, uses every element. From what I recall, the hitboxes on Old World Alan aren't that great. Of course, a famous example of bad hitboxes is the fish. But anyway, yes, he is the Avatar. Oh my god, he actually kind of is the Avatar. He has access to all the elements. But if you fought him in Monster Hunter World, yeah, ignoring the DPS check, it's very tight sort of fight. It's a very satisfying fight, like, everything just works so correctly. That's just because the developers got better at making the monsters. So having played this for over a month, right? Would I say this is easier than Monster Hunter Wilds? No. Not really. But would I say that this is harder than Monster Hunter Wild? Also not really. I genuinely, and mind you, I'm specifically talking about low rank. I don't find this to be harder. Then what? The only time it's harder is when I have to fight underwater. Now mind you, it's not exactly a good thing. Because using the sword and shield underwater is kinda not fun. Really, personally, what I think it boils down to is, once you've played one Monster Hunter game, you kind of point them all. To some extent. Yeah, like not all of them have the same combos. Weapons don't have the same move sets in every one of them. Hell, not every game has every weapon. But once you know the flow, once you know the rhythm, and you just know how to play Monster Hunter, he kinda just makes the games easier. Okay, I actually have a friend that is playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for the very first time. Never played another Monster Hunter game. They decided to use the light bowgun. It's the weapon they like the most. What really feels good to them. And they've been breezing through the game. They've only fainted like a few times from what they've told me. But otherwise they are making progress very fast. And again, that is their very first Monster Hunter game. And it is an older Monster Hunter game. Part of me feels like Monster Hunter is only really hard when you're young. And how long can you stay underwater? Maybe like 5 minutes. Like about 5 minutes before. The game is like, hey, you need oxygen. You should probably consider breathing. Yeah, Valor is really fun. That's the style I used with Charge Blade. Maybe the fish will appear in Wilds. Who knows, right? So yeah, I don't think I don't know if this is like a very unpopular opinion or anything. But I don't think Monster Hunter is a hard series. I think it was only really hard because you want fish? You're hungry. I'm a little hungry myself as well. Hey Nightlife, how's it going? Slowly. Really hard when you're young in my opinion. Like okay. You can catch a stream. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I am talking about things none of you guys care about. Okay. How many of you guys have played Kingdom Hearts 2 when you were kids? That, trust me, this is important to what I'm saying. And I'm talking like original. Kingdom Hearts 2. How many of you guys played that when you were, at the very least, before a teenager? Okay, well. Master rank in world is. I don't like it. Okay, in world I'm just going to summarize it. In world. Base game world did not have the claw thing. But Master Rank World introduced that and expects you to use it. That's why it's harder. What did you miss? Just stuff you guys probably wouldn't care about. Okay, Nightlife has played Kingdom Hearts 2 when they were a kid. So, who remembers dance? Water dance. Who remembers that boss fight? I asked as you were taking up the trash. I'm so sorry. Whoever remembers the boss fight with the guitar guy. That was like, among people who played Kingdom Hearts 2 for years, that was considered one of the most hard fights in the game. Or like a wall for everyone you know. You know, that was considered a difficult fight. Here's the thing about that. It's actually not. It's actually not a difficult fight at all. It's just we didn't really know what we were doing. Like at the time you were. Probably just like a kid. You didn't really know. Yeah, it just has a stupid minigame. And once you know how to do the minigame, it's very easy. It's a very easy fight when you know how to get past that part. But you know, since the majority of people who played Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time did it when they were kids, of course it's going to be harder. Feel like that this applies to Monster Hunter as well. Monster Hunter is only really difficult most of the time when you're young. Now granted, there is an exception to that, and it's called Monster Hunter 2. Monster Hunter 2 is just weird in general, from what I understand. And then you also have, you know, Monster Hunter World, the master rank for that. But once you start using the claw and using it proactively, it's not actually that hard. Now granted, I very much dislike the claw. I mean, I don't dislike it as much as I used to. But I can definitely live without it, you know. Sounds like World of Warcraft raids in vanilla. That were hard because nobody knew how to do it. Yeah, pretty much. Monster Hunter World does. It was an addition brought in with the expansion. And it only really matters to use it during the expansion content. Because the stuff before the expansion was not built around it existing. So like, if you do the base game, if you use it in the base game, it makes the base game even easier. There. And it might have been, you know. That is the evil of the KOA. It makes the base game easier in comparison. But then, if you don't use it in the expansion, it becomes harder. Like the monsters take 20 minutes to be beat. And that can be proven because the HP values of monsters in the expansion are way higher. Like they are so much higher. He only dabbled in World 3 expansion. Rise and Wilds. Yeah, but the expansion for World is what brought in the claws. Technically it's also in Wilds, but also it's not. What I mean by it being in Wilds is that it's only really used in the laggy fight. For a segment where you can't really use your weapons to begin with. And I'm fine with it there, right? Because it makes sense here underwater. You gotta hit the monster somehow. Grapple onto it and make it wish it was never born. Feel called out, you find 9 stars pretty hard and Omega is crazy. Yet no, the 9 stars are definitely a step up. I don't really do the 9 stars that much. He's like, I don't really think they're worth it. It's like, yeah, I can get them. RNG arms. But don't really have much of a use for them unless I get a really good one, you know. Okay, Rise is weird. I don't mean that the game is weird, I actually really like Monster Hunter Rise. Not really. Not really. Rise was very much affected by COVID. And it garnered a reputation of being easy. For I've got to be honest, reasons I don't really agree with. Of course, when the expansion for that came out, it pretty much improved the entire game. I don't think that's unfair to say. Then everyone kind of just liked it, I guess. Wrong with the game being easy? I don't know. Hints I genuinely don't know. If it's fun, it's fun. Oh, absolutely. I've seen a lot of people say Final Fantasy XVI is easy, for example. Oh, it's such an easy game and whatever. Okay, cool. Hi. Having a lot of fun with it. I love. Join my combos. I love styling on all the enemies. For me, that's a lot of fun. And for me, that's what makes the game worth it. That and the, story and world, but to be honest, I'm very gameplay centric. I'm very focused on gameplay at the end of the day. And I'm not afraid to admit this. I have like 200-300 hours in Final Fantasy XVI. The hard part of Final Fantasy XVI for me was trying to figure out interesting ways I can combo. Right. Like that was the hard part for me. And then once I start executing those combos, it's just it's amazing. It is an amazing feeling. Wild Hearts is so easy with some weapons, but also the most fun you have with the game. I think that's what matters at the end of the day, is that you are enjoying yourself. That you're having a good time. Playing a video game for whatever reason. Maybe you got home from work and you don't really want anything super challenging. Sometimes just having a game that's quote UN quote easy is a good thing. That's what I argue, anyway. And I've been playing video games my entire life. Yeah, I like facing challenges. I like overcoming obstacles. But there are also times where it's just you know what? I just want to vibe. I just really want to vibe right now. Yoga game. For that. Like for me. Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV has faced similar criticisms recently from what I noticed. And honestly, I don't really care. I still enjoy the game. I don't care if it's easy or whatever. I'm still having a lot of fun. Because it's kind of like one of my comfort games. It's something I can always return to and always feel happy, you know. Same with Kingdom Hearts 2. And in some ways, Monster Hunter as well. Surrounder is a comfort game for me as well. Not in the same vein as Final Fantasy XIV, for example. Well, actually, Final Fantasy XVI, that's also now become a comfort game for me. I think what we're learning here is that Square Enix games just sit very well with me. But Yeah, I don't think difficulty's everything. If. Think of it like this, okay. How many of you guys have played the original Castlevania? I mean like the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Bannicom, Pennsylvania. Close enough. Text-to-speech we're doing. We're doing Pennsylvania, that's the game I'm talking about. Now that is a very difficult game. I have actually played the original cast Sylvania and it is not easy at all. Arguably, in some ways it's actually kind of unfair. In some ways, it's kind of an unfair game. Now, to be somewhat fair. Video games were still like finding their footing, you know. Especially games of that nature. So it being difficult is kinda like. It's kind of just a product of the time, I guess you could say. But that said, does it really make for a good experience? What about the original North American version of Castlevania 3? That was purposely made harder, if you guys can believe that. Actually, the original North American version of Devil May Cry 3 was also made harder. I think. What makes difficulty good is when there's like a right. I don't know which of you guys have played, Dark Souls 1. But, to me, Dark Souls 1 is kind of like the sweet spot when it comes to difficulty, right? The weird stigma against games that are considered easy. There is, and I think it's weird. Like, so what if something is easy? You enjoy it, it's all there really is to it. But Dark Souls I would consider to be a sweet spot, right? Yeah. It's not so much that it's hard, in my opinion. Like very first playthrough of Dark Souls for me, I actually did really well. And that's not me trying to like toot my own horn. But I didn't really find it like super challenging. Now granted, I had the multiplayer turned off. Because I was like, I just want to experience the game. And then, like future playthroughs, I'll have the multiplayer turned on. But no, Dark Souls just works in a very specific way. Like everything about it just works in very specific ways. And once you know it, Or like just generally have a grasp on that sort of rhythm. Even before playing it, I guess. It's not actually that hard. In my opinion anyway. Like I said, difficulty varies. What's not hard for me? You might be the hardest thing ever for you guys. And can I please have a jumbo bone? Oh, come on. I just want a bone. Give me. Going warm to the new Digimon game, if you can believe it. Some people are saying that's apparently pay to win because of these special. Okay, that's like saying Persona 5 is pay to win. Because of the DLC personas. You don't need that. And you also can't use them if I recall. Like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you were to take Izanagi no Okami at like level 10, he's going to eat all of your magic. Like using myriad truths once will make your magic bar disappear. And I would know that because I attempted to do a playthrough of Persona 5, the original, with but what was his name, the ultimate persona that you get for beating the game? A single cast from him cut my MP bar almost entirely. You can't really use the higher level personas effectively until you yourself are a higher level. Yeah, that's his name. Thank you. So, but that said, I wouldn't call Personify Royal pay to win. Because even if I were to get the if I were to get the most powerful DLC persona, I wouldn't be able to use him. I also think he has a trait where he becomes more powerful the more you fill out the compendium. So he's actually kind of bad if the compendium isn't filled out. Now for the new Digimon game. I know for a fact that you don't have the same restrictions as Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a choice to use them. You're not being forced into it. Using like the strongest thing because it's from the DLC. So in the case of the new Digimon, I know for a fact that you actually can't use Digimon until you are a certain rank or whatever. It's the Pokemon thing, right? Where it's like Hey, you need to have this, badge if you want a Pokemon of this level or higher to obey you. Monster Hunter Stories also has a variant of in both games, where it's like, hey, you know that rule like Elder Dragon that you got the other day? Yet you can't use him until you're the correct ranking. Hello Fee, how's it going? People weren't happy about that not being part of the Ultimate Edition. Alright. I've got to say something. I don't really care that much about Ultimate Edition. Or things like that. I mean, I kind of care about it for Expedition 33. But that's because the developers did amazing with that game. And they deserve it. But I would just rather like have the game. And have it be the game. I get it for collector's editions, right? Because you get something physical out of that. No joke, I actually have the collector's edition figure. And yes, that came with the, collector's edition. Preaching to the choir. I know. Just let me say what is on my mind. So the only thing I'm really good at. The only time I would really get a collector's edition is if it's for something like I genuinely love, you know. Or, you know, deluxe edition, whatever. Enhanced edition there is. I do it for those special occasions, you know. For example, Kingdom Hearts 3. I found a copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, which was the collector's edition. Had the exclusive collector's edition Kingdom Hearts 3 pin. I love that thing like I genuinely do. It also came with an optional, the old bookcase, and a mini art book. Oh yeah, I genuinely have it. I actually need to put it on something. How long ago was that? For you guys it would have been like 6 years ago. For me. Much, much longer. You've used the hell out of the Outer Worlds Experience DLC. Is you didn't feel like spending 20 hours grinding like in Cyber Sleuth. There's actually a funny way you can grind in that game. You know. Unfortunately, involves Namaman. Oh, thank God. I finally have the bones. Oh, that took forever. What are you going aha for? Grinding isn't terrible in time, stranger, would hope. Oh yeah, I did hear in time, stranger. Well, many things, but one of the more important things was that you can actually take your Digimon down paths that you haven't discovered yet. When? Like reverting to an earlier stage. Personally, I think that's very nice. I think that is so good. Especially for trying to find every Digimon. Oh wait, I should actually check on the farm. I completely forgot about the farm. Alright, have a good night. Nobody. Just remember to stay foxy. Or else. Okay, they're still farming. Just trying to get your legendary warriors. I mean, that's fair. Okay, we still have 5 cycles of blue mushrooms. You're going to get some more honey. Technically don't need it anymore. I might as well. Okay. Get some more herbs as well. Use some fertile mud. I can't do that. Nobody. I'm so sorry. Genuinely, 7 p.m. my time is the earliest I can do when streaming in the evening. Hello, Mr. K. How's it going? You'll love the outfit DLCs. I have not seen any of the DLC. Or Time Stranger. What was I going to say? Where are we in the story? I think the next story beat I have to do is fix up the ancient mask. But right now I am just grinding for new armor. Wait. Every single egg is in the game. Oh my god, how many does that actually make? Okay. Oh, that's what you mean, okay. I want to know. Is there the X antibody forms? Or the 7 deadly Digimon? Okay, that's 2 scales. Well, I figured they would be in, but I want to know if their X antibody forms are in. You don't know. Alright, that's fine. I mainly just want the one. Forum BL Zaman. Sure. Text to speech, whatever you say. Haven't seen those since World Floor. Oh god. Oh no, it's a completely new Digimon game. Digimon Time Stranger. I really want to play it eventually. That actually reminds me, I completely forgot to mention this today. You guys are crazy. So last week, I don't remember when. Engine needing to figure out what to do for Halloween this year. Yeah, I know. We have her and I absolutely want her in my party for reasons I'm sure you all can understand. But, so, one of you guys asked. I think it was this week's schedule post. Like what? How about you play Silent Hill F? And I said like, oh, I would if I had it. And then I was tipped enough money to actually buy the game. Xionon technically spoiling what's coming up for Halloween. But it's gotta be Silent Hill F. I'm going to be suffering. Alright, I'm waiting. If you're wondering if I can stream that. As far as I know, yes. I don't think there's anything I can. The game on YouTube. Especially since, other people are. Where can you? Alright. Well, first off, are you going to be responsible with your money? No, it's not so much that. It's just like Silent Hill is. Silent Hill. It can be very graphic. I don't know if YouTube is okay with that. Like, promise me that you will be responsible with your spending. I had to make a post about it today. You kind of have to be responsible with your money, okay? I will believe you. So to support me, you can check the link that totally doesn't exist in the description that you totally don't have to copy and paste. That reminds me, I keep forgetting to put the Discord link back in the descriptions. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. I hate that monster. You're blind as a bat, even with your 4 eyes. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're all blind sometimes. Okay, like genuinely. Move it. But I am. %85 sure I might have dyslexia. It could also just be I'm bad at reading. Could also just be that. But I screw up. Reading so often. What's wrong with that guy? Okay. How's your guys feel? If you had to fight a big buffalo monster with a big hammer tail, and he has an ungodly amount of health, but the point of the game that you're fighting him, and that's the last scale I actually need. Happy. I consider it torture. And thank God he is. Weak poison. Even more so than fire. So I think that's 5 scales. I might want to make the arms maybe. That is number 6. Are we gonna go for number 7? Well, we went for number 7, what about number 8? Cha-cha. Why? That's why I got a berry out of that. Don't know why. But yeah, that's how you guys can support me. But again, I've had to make a post about it on Twitter today. If you guys are going to support me, I want you guys to only do it if you are financially capable. I don't want to accept money if it means that it's going to put you guys in dire straits. Who's my favorite child between Cha-Cha and Kayamba? I have to give it to Cha-Cha. I have to he's. Listen. He's been with us for the entire journey. Except for the parts where he wasn't. Also, he was the only help you could get in the original Monster Hunter 3. He has a funny name, correct? Kayamba is the second little guy following us around. If you look at the side of the screen, you see Cha-Cha and Kayamba. You simply the other one was just a cat. It's not really clear what they are. They're just called shakalakas. And that's all we really know. They're a race of the little guys that like to wear masks. I'm also very confused. Why is the number different? For the cold drinks. Why does it say 19 there but there's 20 total in the box? I don't understand you game, you confuse me. Okay, we got everything we need. You can make the check. Yeah, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I almost never stream on Tuesdays. Only when there's like an exception. Oh, come on, why do I need more bones? Only when there's some kind of exception, you know. I don't know if that makes us old. I mean like. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate was my first Monster Hunter game. But I also exist far beyond all of you. That sounds mean, like. I live in 2100. What do you mean your plan works out perfectly? Then what are you doing? Hold on, now I have to check. Okay, you get off for now. I mean, technically speaking, I'm not even born yet for you guys. Technically, I'm not even born. Don't worry about it, I haven't even done anything yet. Okay, well since you told me to not worry about it, I'm not going to worry about it. I probably should be worrying about it, but you've told me not to worry about it. So you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I didn't need this. What's my status? Actually pretty good right now. I don't know this armor. Hold on this. Hodgepodge of armor actually looks kind of good. I kind of like this actually. The only thing I would change is the helmet, but otherwise. This is actually a pretty cool armor set. And finally, the fashion hunter I am meant to be. Okay, so in theory. In theory. I would. gives attack +5. That's because I have the decoration in there. That's not in this game. Glamour didn't exist in Monster Hunter until Generations Ultimate. Okay, that gives attack +3. How much does the attack tool level 2 give? It gives +3. So I could turn that into +6. I need a demon drug and a rat talon. I think I can get a demon drug right now. Show us how much you know. Hey, don't worry about it. Okay, there it is, demon drug. Alright, I shall trade you. A bunch of stuff I don't even want. How about a paddle? Okay. What do I need to do next? I need to buy more armadillos for their bones. And then I need to fight. What do you give on capture? Nothing. Hold on, how do I not only more easily get the bones? I have a higher chance to get them from capturing the bear. Capturing the bear is never going to happen though. In general, fighting the bear is the easiest way to get it. Congratulations on the new model being made. Thank you. Thank you. It's technically not made yet. But that is fully funded. So it does take some time. Or these things to be ready. But we have secured the creation of it, I guess you could say. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Okay, so we need to fight a bear. Yeah, I did. I'm just waiting. Or the play artists to be ready for it, because I'm not the only person who works with them. Just waiting for it to get started. So in the meantime, I'm still playing video games for your guys' entertainment. Actually, on the topic of the bear, what is he weak to? He is weakest to fire. Yeah, he's weak to fire. Thankfully that is very easy for me. I'm going to do the hunting quest because I'm going to kill him way too fast. The logic wins again. Could be how could logic of all things win? Okay, so I have a higher chance of getting the bones from this quest, as opposed to fighting the armadillo over and over. And I also have a 10% chance to carve the bone. I need 2 of them in total. Remember that I need 2 bones. The entire idea of what I'm trying to do is trying to figure out how far I can push my attack value. Hello Thistle, how's it going? Pardon the flashbang from Cha-Cha. Honestly, I don't know why I gave you that skill. It doesn't really seem to work. Are you kidding me? That was like... that wasn't even a minute. I'm sorry, what? Am I that strong? Oh my god. I'm one of the few VTubers who try to keep up with well, thank you. You really don't have to, but thank you. I'm not even sure if I can call that a Brooklyn. A Brooklyn lasts longer than that. Maybe I am a speedrunner. I'm going to upload this as like its own video. Like Sick Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate Speedrun. Against the bear. It was only like 40 seconds. I think it just goes to show how well I know the upgrade systems. 15 seconds. Yeah, it might just be that. Wait, did I even get the bone? Now. I have a higher chance of getting the bone. From capturing. I don't even need to eat. I don't even need to get things from the item box. Right now, wash, as I said, that I'm going to die. Hello, Mr. Bear. You might grab Digimon World Dust. I'm sorry. God, that happened so fast. I might grab that just so you can have something to play during your lunch break that isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think playing it too much would drive me insane. You know what I actually typically play during my lunch breaks. I typically play Star Rail. Like I just do some quick grinding in that game and then, after my break is over, just go back to work. Yeah, that's generally one of the few gacha games I actually enjoy. And actually then okay. It's not a jumbo bone game. I need a bone of jumbo variety. There's actually, another gacha game I have been getting into. Can you guys guess what it is? Like, genuine question. Can you guess? What? Can you guess what that game is? No, it's not that one. I do have that on my phone, but I don't play it. Does it utilize an anime style? Yes. Yes. Yup. And does. God, you guys are actually going to do a guessing game, alright. Monster Hunter puzzles? No. It is not that. I'm also going to say right away. No, it's not that either. We'll say it right away. It is not Fire Emblem Heroes. It's also not Fire Emblem Shadows. As much as seconds. Literally seconds. Okay, I got a bone. But yeah, it's neither of the Fire Emblem games. I don't know what that one is, but no. Also no. Not that one either. Should I just say it? Or do you guys want to continue? Oh hey, another bone. Exactly what I needed. Let you guys be stubborn for a bit, okay? Okay. Do you guys want a hint? Yes. No. Sure. Okay. What's a good hint? It's a good hint that doesn't immediately give it away. Have to think about that. Okay. Do you know how? Pretty much every gacha game has summer skins, right? Ignoring Leaverse. Close enough text to speech. No, it's not the MMO. It's not that. But you know how every gacha has those sour skins. This one doesn't. It actually completely lacks them. And in fact all the characters let's just say don't have exaggerated proportions. To put it lightly. Okay, so we lost attack from that, but that's fine. I think I need to. You guys give up, okay, it's a Lindy's company. The Limbus company. You're more confused, don't worry. You're probably always going to be confused about this one. Hold on, I thought there was a quest where I could just like beat up. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's that one. It's that game. I haven't really played a lot of it yet. But actually really enjoyed what I've seen so far. It's a very interesting gotcha game. No, it's not Ark Knights, it's Limbus Company. Very interesting gotcha game. In the fact that you don't really pull for the characters. Like as soon as you start the game, all the characters are immediately available. It's not like, FGO. Or Asterisk Rail or whatever other gotcha games are out there, where they rely on rely on that sort of stuff. Limbus Company. It just gives you every character. What you pull for, however, are extra classes for them. And, special abilities for them. Apart from that, literally everyone's at your disposal. I am sorry, what is? You could look at like that, yeah. Kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Yet no gameplay is completely different. It is completely different from that. It's kind of like, have any of you guys played Final Fantasy 1? Like the original Final Fantasy in any of its forms. You know how in that game you have to select everyone's actions and watch everything play out? That's basically what it's like. And I actually kind of like that. You played the old one. Yeah. I've played actually a lot of versions of Final Fantasy 1. I've played the NES original. I've played the Game Boy Advance version. So that's actually the first version of it I played. Is by far my favorite. That's the only Final Fantasy played through to completion out of the 4 you tried. I don't know what it is about Final Fantasy 1, but there's just something about it. Like, really resonates with like me especially. It is the most basic out of all of the Final Fantasy games. In terms of its story, in terms of its gameplay and customization. But it just feels so good. Oh yeah, half of the original Final Fantasy 1 doesn't work. The half of the game is broken. That's 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock. I actually like Final Fantasy 8. I never finished it from what I recall. But I do like that one. That world felt massive. Yeah. Genuinely, I love I Fancy 1. Actually, I just love Final Fantasy in general. It is one of my favorite video game series of all time. Now hold on, do I need to remove any decorations? Yes, I do actually. Okay, that'll be a temporary attack boost. Where are we at now? That is plus 16. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Big fan of Spira. Oh my god, Final Fantasy X. Forever my favorite Final Fantasy. Aside from 16. And 14. Don't know how obvious that is. No, it's just really good. It's just a really good world and honestly one of the more unique Final Fantasy worlds. Oh yeah. I feel like so you're gonna judge me. I had some like gift card money left over from like my birthday, right? And I realized, oh, I haven't even spent all of this yet. So I looked through all the games that were on sale on my PlayStation. And what do I find? Final Fantasy Type 0. For $9. Now, as far as I understand them, Type is, it's very you'll love it or hate it. But I decided to get it anyway. Because hey, it's only $9. Now if you asked me to pay $20 for it, I would have outright said no. You actually kind of like that one. I have not really played it. I've only seen the intro before falling asleep. It's not that the intro made me bored. It's just that I was already tired. But where is she right now, actually? Oh, she's here. But I watched the intro for the game and it gets heavy fast. Like right off the bat the game is like. Okay, these are the nations in the world of the game and there's already a war. He hears people dying in gruesome ways, by the way. Just, you know, normal Final Fantasy stuff. The gameplay for the card dude is kind of lackluster. I know there's like 13 party members. And that is a rather exciting prospect for me. I know you can only have like 3 active at a time. I got slammed. As far as I know, type is 0. Is the first M-rated Final Fantasy game. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure it is. Did I break the ring? No. Yeah, it's actually rated M. I'm on fire. I don't want to be on fire. I don't want to be a firefox. Yeah, the more you know. It was rated M before Strangers of Paradise. That's also Final Fantasy spin-off I actually really enjoy. Maybe I'll stream it one day. I think it's such a silly game story-wise. But in terms of gameplay, I love it. A friend and I know I keep saying this every time I bring up Stranger of Paradise. A friend described it as being so one-dimensional, it loops back to being interesting. Yes, it is an extremely goofy game and I love it. I love everything about it. I love how seriously it takes itself. Even though it's so incredibly goofy. There's probably some universe out there. Some timeline. Where the story is like so deep. So beautifully thought out. But I'm glad we're not in that timeline. As far as I know, he only wrote the concept for it. He didn't write the story itself. He did do the character design, I know that as well. That makes me hopeful that Jack will appear in a Kingdom Hearts game someday. Because I think that would be funny. But yeah, I'm glad that Stranger of Paradise is the way it is. I generally wouldn't have it any other way. I really need to consider streaming it someday. I think that would just be a really fun game to stream purely because of how goofy it is. I missed every attack there. select Monster Hunter for you. In that you can respect it. I can read, I swear. In the respect that you care more about the gameplay than the story. Yeah, at least with Monster Hunter it has the identity of gameplay first. As opposed to, you know, Final Fantasy. But I just love everything about Stranger of Paradise. And no joke. It actually spoilers for Stranger of Paradise, even though it's been out for like 5 years. For you guys anyway. It gave me, honestly, more appreciation. Or the bad guy of Final Fantasy 1. That's genuinely how much I like Stranger of Paradise. It made me love Final Fantasy 1 even more. And I already loved that game. What time is it right now? Oh, I only have 4 minutes left. Yeah, I need to start wrapping this up. After I beat the dragon here, we will call it for today. Next time we'll probably actually get to see the final boss. The best version of the game is the console version of Stranger of Paradise. Right, the PC version. The console version was like way more well optimized. Seems to be. Friend for games lately. I'll get back here. There we go. I just drank all the water. Yes, I've been talking for way too long. My throat was actually getting kind of parched. This means, after I sign off, I should just shut up for the rest of the night. But with that said, thank you all for joining me today. It means I stream again. Crap. I can never not stream now. Silent monk mode. I mean, yeah, basically. I have to swear a vow of silence. Until I wake up in the morning. Right now I needed to set the decoration. Who's in the arms, right. And remove that. Put in the better one. There we go. Now what else am I wearing? Could get a better waist. Almost there. I really have to figure out how I can push that farther. I don't know if I can. I might have reached the height. What I can do. Wait. No, I think I reached the peak of what's possible right now. Unless... No, that's all I can do. Alright, I might have to rethink these decorations then. Oh hey, it's not bad. Being able to get plus 18 at this point in the game is actually really good. Maybe if I change the helmet. No, changing the helmet isn't going to help. Alright, well. Of all that said, thank you all for joining me today. I had a lot of fun just chatting with you guys and grinding in Monster Hunter. Tomorrow there's no frame. Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. We will be doing Final Fantasy X. I don't know how much farther we have in that game. But I have a good feeling that we're getting pretty close to the final act. I am going to shut up for the rest of the evening. You will be there to see if I broke the game yet. Alright, thank you. Thank you. But just remember everyone, and it's very important that you remember this. You guys need to stay foxy. Alright, good night everybody. Good night, Tyrant. In nightlife. Good night Nermkit. Good night Red. Good night, Mr. K. Good night, Mag Ash. Really have to make sure that I say that correctly. Good night, Thistle. I already said good night to Red, right? Good night Fee. Good night, Slade. Good night, Andre. Good night, Shadow Dragons. Good night Neon, I know you're still here. I know. You've been hiding. Okay, that sounds menacing. I say it like that, alright? I'll see everyone on Wednesday morning. Good night everybody.